Hello folks, so the big office move is all done. I don't feel like the last video was very popular. I don't think too many of you are interested, but for those that have been watching, I just wanted to finish everything off for you. So we're going to go and take a look in a sec. I have got my desk now, which I'm going to talk through in a sec, and the room's more or less done. There are just a couple of things that I still want to do that I'll tell you about now. Let's go in and have a look, shall we? So we're going to start off here. This will be the backdrop to many of my videos now. So we've got these wood veneer panels from the Wood Veneer Hub. Go and check out the Wood Veneer Hub. 𝙇𝙄𝙉𝙆𝙎 gets you 5% off. And they are called Luxe Walnut Acoustic Wall Panels. And they really have deadened the sound in here a lot. They've done a fantastic job, and I think they look great. I was going to do this wall to wall originally, but I decided to leave a gap each side because I just thought it might look a little bit more interesting. I don't know if that was the right thing to do or not, but I'm really happy with the end result, so I won't worry too much about it. Down here I've got two Philips Hue lights, so I can have coloured lights projecting up onto here just to give the background a bit more interest. And then I've got this is actually a TV unit that I got from IKEA. It's a Kallax TV unit. So I'll have either doors or a couple of storage boxes in here. I'll definitely have a door on that one because it's actually going to be housing some electrical points and stuff. And then under here is a really good place for me to put things like GoPros and stuff to charge. So that's how I'm going to be using that. And then here is the main desk area. This desk cost a cartload of money and took me, I don't know, probably about 8 hours to put together, including the pegboard at the back. I've actually sold one of my guitars, or I haven't sold it yet, but I am selling one of my guitars. That's a Fender Mexican Roadborn with a couple of upgrades, so if you're interested in that, let me know. But yeah, it cost a cartload of money, but I thought it was a really wise investment for me. It's really easy to mount the lights. I've got these lights up here. These are called key lights, and they're the ones that sort of reflect onto me. And then I've got places to put cables, all various bits of camera gubbins. Got a guitar lead hanging up there. Let me just show you the lights. Now, the reason the lights are such a big deal is they take the video from looking like this to looking like this, which I think looks a lot better already. If I put the background lights on as well, then I think that looks tons better. So let's just turn everything off, and that's what we've got without the lights. Put everything on, and that's what we've got with the lights. There you go. So I think you can see how important that is, and how much of a difference it makes to the quality of the video. A lot of people ask me about the guitars. This one's a PRS Custom 25th Anniversary, Custom 24. I've done a little mod on that where we replaced the sort of twisty rotary pickup selector with a little switch. And I've got a push-pull on the tone pot to split the pickups, which is quite nice. I've got a Fender Acoustasonic over here. They sound awful until you plug them in, and then they sound really good, and it just plays a lot easier. And then I've got my Ibanez bass, headless bass. That's quite a recent addition. I got rid of my old Ibanez bass and replaced it with that one. It's amazing. It's really lightweight, plays really well. For those of you that are interested, there's still a bit of debris around in here because I haven't quite finished. I've got a few things still to do. I will be putting those doors on there, as I said. And I want to find a way of mounting this, which is one of the Philips Hue lights. I don't know if I'm going to mount it perhaps up here to reflect against the wall, or something a bit more permanent because it's just sort of sat there at the moment. And then that's probably about it for the time being. I do also need to come up with a better solution for my camera mount. This desk has got like a rail on it here, which you mount things like your monitor arms to, and camera mounts and all that kind of stuff. But this one's a bit tall, so I either need to get a shorter camera mount or just come up with a different solution for it. I'm also going to have just a little freestanding mount that I can pop on the desk to do some other stuff, just to give you some different shots so every video doesn't look the same, because I get bored with them all looking the same, so I guess you guys must as well. Wardrobe here is now got some storage in. I've got tools and stuff in there at the moment, but That's going to be a good place to keep all the gubbins that I sort of generate. People often ask about what computer equipment I use and stuff like that. I've got Edirol speakers. This is an 𝙇𝙄𝙉𝙆𝙎 mic, which is one you see in a lot of the videos. It's usually just under one of my chins. You've got my PC down here. That's an i9 with an RTX 4080 in it. Obviously, I do a lot of videos and I need to get through them quickly. So this is quite a new addition and it helps me edit really, really quickly. I've also got a MacBook Pro, which I take with me whenever I'm working away. And the reason I got a MacBook Pro is because actually that's really good for video editing as well. They're really efficient. I can edit a video and get it out quickly. So when I did the Paris Motor Show recently, that was all edited on that MacBook using the camera I've got right now, which is a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Without that MacBook, if I'd gone for like a PC Windows-based laptop, I would have needed something probably twice as expensive, and I still don't think it would have done the job as well. That's really good, but I tend to only use it when I'm working away. Then I've got a little Elgato Stream Deck here that does things like light controls, which is good. It saves me having to dive into 50 different apps. It also controls those. And then it's also got shortcuts for some of my softwares and things that I use. And that's really handy for me. A big part of the reason for doing this is I wanted to produce better content and I wanted to be able to produce it more quickly and more efficiently. Just to try and get a little bit of life back, because unbelievably, like doing YouTube full time and putting out however many videos a week, 5 videos a week or something like that, people think, oh, it's great, you know, what do you do all day? Well, I do that all day. It takes a lot of work, and keeping up with comments and all the stuff that goes on around it takes a lot of work. And I'd like to grab back a little bit more time if I could. So that's been a big part of the reason behind this move. This is the end of this now, folks. So lots of you will be very relieved. 1 or 2 arsey comments in one of the videos about like, we don't want to see it or whatever. Well, fine, don't watch it. I don't know why people have to like tell you they don't want to see it. I know when people don't want to see it by the viewing figures. But for those of you that have watched it, and for those of you that have sent messages of support and stuff like that, thanks very much, because it is greatly appreciated, especially when some people are knobs about it. One other thing I've done here, I've just got some of this foam to put in the door frames and also underneath the door, just so that when I shut the door now, it's a very secure, snug fit. And this has actually massively reduced the amount of noise that comes through from elsewhere in the house, like when the kids are running around. It doesn't get rid of it completely, but it deadens it quite a lot. And when I'm trying to do an edit or something and I want a bit of quiet and I want to be able to concentrate on something, the more noise I can reduce from the house, the better, really. Anyway, thanks ever so much for watching, folks. I'll see you on the next one. Huge thanks to all my channel members for your continued support. I really do appreciate it.